fucked everybody I wanted to fuck already. And if I didn't fuck him, I could look at him and already mind fuck him and know that's not what I really want to fuck. At the end of the day, I'm an open book, so I ain't never dated nobody that I didn't openly talk about at some point who I done fucked, who I done been with. Why? Because I feel like honesty is the best policy. I'm a popular chick. I never want my nigga in the room with some niggas that done hit and they feel like they can say something.
Facts.
So
that's the realest shit you done said tonight
about these bodies.
The holiday.
But I need you to understand that I'm so respected and handled so well that these bodies don't matter, and these niggas know they don't matter.
Hold on. Let me say this holiday.
You might not know. I mean, that the girl. Let's just put it like, give you a situation. You might be really dating a girl. She had an extensive history in the past, right? Mm-hmm. She may not have fucked any of your homies. Nobody that you would invite to in your wedding. But like Holiday said, you're in a space where all the other niggas next to you is looking at you crazy because she fucked them.
That's cool.
It's not cool. It is. And I know that at any day, at any point in time, I don't give a fuck if you're 27 or 47. No man wants to be with a woman, and when they're in a space where that woman was accessible to everybody in that room.
Facts. There it is. I don't know what you all have gathered from that conversation, but yeah, there is a double standard, and it is a existent thing. Whether you guys want to understand it or accept it or get an understanding about it, that is a whole nother ball of wax. But that's what we're here to talk about tonight. So if you're just joining the room, the mathematics of women when it comes to sex and relations, the subtopic is accountability when it comes time to you to put childish things away. The childish things meaning the selfish choice and the lack of consideration of those that you will encounter in your future when you decide to stop fucking around and fucking up. Actually fucking down, rather. My position is this. You know, it is true that no woman wants to sleep around, and no woman wants a whole bunch of men touching on her. She wants the one man. And that man is usually measured by the first man in her life, her father. And if she's never had that, then there's no gauge and no measure. Okay. No woman wants to give herself because she does understand that there is a value. What that value is placed on by those who are interested in her. Now, what I do find is that a lot of times the value is misplaced. It's misplaced on how many actually show interest in her body or in her physical being, not so much as to what's on the inside and what she has to offer. You know, it's like, moving about and not really knowing where the hell you come from, or addressing the fact that you have some issues about your past and the things that you've been with. It actually is a connector or a conduit for the opposite effects in your life based on the bullshit choices you make. The mental or the physical aspect of it all, whether you were abused, lied to, made to feel less than who you are. You're awesome. You were made in God's image. We all are. But through time, some washed and warped thing has given you the thought that men touching you or lusting after you equates value, which is false. Ladies, the real of it is that the less you allow to happen to you, the more valuable you are to a man. Let me give you the math of it all. Let me break it down. I'm going to be very exact tonight. You're a single woman. You got your job. You got your career. You're doing your thing. Unless you're seeking love. Overall, everybody has an end game. They want to be married. They want to have a family. They want to have someone who loves them and someone to get their AARP card with and grow old with and go to IHOP and get you 15% off and you 20% off movie cards and all that bullshit, right? But at the same time, as a woman, you want to have a man who's willing to say, well, you know what? I'm willing to be seen anywhere with you. And I will go and take out a whole seaboard behind you. But there's one thing that will always haunt you, and that's your past. The world is so small. The worst thing you could ever do is allow your past to come and roost on your doorstep. So, when I say that is this. We can all count. Let's think about it. 12 months in a year, correct? You're single. You date 2 guys a year. Now, we're not going to consider you a high value woman because if you were, then there's a lot to be, done and in place for those who are considered suitors. So you're dating 2 guys a year. 6 months out of a year, right? Per each. Let's say this is a 10-year period. Now, usually within the first couple of months, it's considered the honeymoon stage, right? So if you're expressing your affections in your physical state of being, you burning up the bed, right? So let's fast forward 10 years, right? 2 guys a year. Hasn't worked out in 10 years. The longest you've gone is 6 months, right? 2 guys a year, 10 years, that's 20 guys, right? So let's do the math. The honeymoon stage has gotten you to the point where, let's just say on the low end, you're sleeping with a guy 10 times, right? In 10 years, you have swapped spirits and fluids over 200 times. And that's some low end shit. We're not equating the individuals that you may or may not have already had in line from your past that you might dip back into every now and again and just do what you do, whether you just roll up and in a parking lot and you bend over and get it. And all right, I see you, holla, nice meeting you, have a drink and boom, that's what it is, or some bullshit like that. So if we equate those in there, let's say you have another 5 that you may see in the course of the year 3 times, right? So we look at it. That's 9. Okay. That's a whole lot. Let's just put it that way. It's too fucking much. One thing about it is the difference in the duality. The difference in the double standard between a man and a woman is that it's harder for a woman to shed those spirits because she's taking them within as opposed to a man that's giving them off. If that makes any sense to you. You know how valuable you are? You are the diamond. This is what they cut a diamond into, a perfect diamond. There's different cuts, but this is the actual diamond. This resembles, your pathway, your receptive hole. As adults, you know what I'm talking about. But to garner that, it is a pathway of life and everything else. But to take on spirits, you can't just shed those things. You can't just purge those things. They become a part of your psyche, your state of being, everything else. So what are you doing? And in all actuality, when you decide to put childish shit away, you have to ask yourself, if you've given it all away, what do you actually have that's special to give the one who actually is taking you as seriously as you're taking them. If you've given it all away, damn. To further the conversation, we as men, we seek those who have had discretions with themselves to go forth in life. So there's a question that's been posed about the fidelity in most males, okay, or men. I can speak for black men. 100% out of 100%, and this is pushing it. 4% are faithful. What I'm saying is that faithful to the action or the thought. And this is weighed upon the fact that, you know, when a man finally gets himself, let's pause for a second. It is proven fact that we as men, we mature a little later than females. So when we finally get our shit together and we want to choose the one or a one that's going to be the one, we have expectations. Some of the expectations are unreasonable because of the day and time we live in. But for the most part, it's like you work in a menial job, but you go get a high dollar vehicle. You don't know what you're getting. All right. You got to buy some kind of warranty. That warranty is invested in truth. Okay. And that truth in relationship basically saying, look, man, I've been promiscuous. I've been out here and these are the things that follow me and vice versa. Now, not to say that someone won't accept you for who you are, but at the same time, you have to be willing to give them the opportunity to accept you for who you are so that they can garner how they decide to move with you or not. Why would you have them in a position or a room where it's unbeknownst to them how much of a whore, excuse me, let me how liberated you've been with your explorations in life. As we saw in the video, the worst thing you can have as a man is to be in a room with somebody that everybody has had a turn with, like a doorknob. And you're the last to know. Sure, it's happened with males, where males have been with females, and you're the last to know. But goddamn it, there's a difference. There is a difference. So here's the discussion that we having tonight. What the fuck is it? Why? The wins, the hows, and what do we do to repair these things? Now, in the day we live in, a fucking virgin is like a unicorn. Okay? So we as men, we understand that at some point in time, you've been touched. The question is, how much have you been touched? And what have you offered to other folks that have not been worthy of the things that you've offered to them? Let me give you an example. Wench, how do you expect to keep a man that you've had discussions about people in your past and the things you've done with your past, in your past, that you're not doing now, and you're not offering and going beyond the call of duty with the individual that you profess to love and want to spend the rest of your fucking life with? And what do I mean by that? Okay. Let's say you got a man and you're laying with him and you're doing the things that you're doing. This is a sexual aspect of things because it's a big thing for men. All you giving him is the missionary thing. You wide open, you looking straight in the eyes, you give him that wide open thing, and that's all he getting. But yet and still you can have a discussion with him about how much you gave some dookie love to another joker. You done topped him off on a regular like you motherfucking Jiffy Lube. But These are not the same courtesies that you've extended to the gentleman that you're with and you're proposing or professing to want to be with for the rest of your life. How do you expect him to remain faithful? The insult is enough for him to go out and seek validation from another. So what I say to you is, if you're not all in, meaning that you're willing to sacrifice and give of your ass to individuals that are not worthy of you, when you get a simp, do all the same things that you did for the other motherfuckers that you weren't worthy of for that simp. And someone want to ask, what is a simp? As a simp mangina, it's a motherfucking fool. It's a sucker that's going to jump out the window for you and put your feelings before his. Now, as an alpha, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not rewarding no badass behavior. You fuck up with me, I'm checking your punk ass. You're going to be short as shit. Let the welfare feed you, because I don't need you. And that's real. Now, I have given the benefit of the doubt for some folks because of the shit they've gone through. But at the same time, I got to be a G everywhere I go, always, all day, all night. Ain't going to be nothing but. Tighten your girdle up, get your shit right before you get your ass tight. Somebody asked me who I am. For whoever I'm with, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm the best thing to happen to you since Jesus. And Jesus is awesome. So if Jesus is here, I'm right under Jesus. And although I may give you passes, you're going to pay for this pimping. And that's real talk. I can't give you nothing but the truth, the show enough truth. But here's the thing. There's a duality. There's a flip side to this thing. There are males that don't know what the fuck they really want from you. So what I'm saying to you is this. In all your giving, get you some understanding of who the fuck you giving it to. Okay? It ain't about the monetary things and what they do for you. It's the fact that you got to understand when you are slipping and when you are failing, when you're not at your best, are they willing to ride with you and stand with you and be a part of your rebuild or your rehabilitation? Because it's all about that. As we go through different phases of our life, it's all about reinventing ourselves. You know, you got that 20-year-old you, you got that 30-year-old you, you got the 40-year-old you, got the 50-year-old you, and so on and so forth. And then when you look back, you ask yourself, what the fuck have I really given to people around me? What really makes me whole? Although you may have been abused, you may have been lied to, you may have been cheated on some things. Woman, man, you are still standing. You have taken the best that life has had to give you. You've received the black eye, and you're still standing. But at the end of the day, the greatest thing is to be able to be accepted for who you have been. What I'm basically getting to is this. Whoever you were in your prior life, when you wake up and you want to be serious about an individual, it is your choice, or excuse me, it should be your prerogative to lay your bullshit on the table so that the individual sitting across from you can understand where you were, where you've been. And it's not a judgment thing. It's to see where you are now, where your growth is. There's a measurement to say, well, damn, okay, I can get that. When I was 18, I was out here. I was running up and down. Shit, my hormones was racing. I was fucking this one and that one. I was doing whatever I was doing, you know, whether it was selling drugs or lying or robbing or whatever the fuck I was doing. Here it is, boom. But that's so far removed from me. This is who I am now, you know, and as a man, to find one that can be that freak, to be the confidant, to be the voice of reason, to keep a motherfucker from killing a joker, you know, to being someone who understands detail. Because trust me, women understand detail more than men. We're not built like that. We're hunters. We go and kill it and wrestle it down and we bring it home. We throw it on the fucking hood of the car or on our back and we bring it home to feed the family. But when it comes to detail, the detail is all in the woman. You know, I could go buy a mountain, but if I'm bringing it home to you, the questions you're going to ask me, hey, did you look under there and see all those roots hanging out of there? Did you even ask about the snow on the top of the motherfucker? Why is the snow up there? You know, did you look at the other mountains? Did you get the best deal of the mountain that you could get? How much did we save on the mountain? Did we lose on the mountain? What are we going to do with this motherfucking mountain anyway? Why are you bringing the fucking mountain home? These are the questions that a woman would ask that a man won't. We just want the fucking mountain. We want to sit on top of the mountain and be king of the mountain. We ain't thinking about nothing else. Brass tacks. But at the same token, when you put on those royal cloaks and you walk around, how many stains are on those garments? How many blemishes are on the crown itself? Do we all need to know? I think we should. Most would say, well, it's none of your business who I was fucking with before you. You know what? To a degree, you're right. But it depends on the individual. And I can say this, for me, I'm a high value man. And fuck you when it comes to you diminishing the value that I have for me. Because trust me, it's hard. It's hard for me to have become me and maintaining me. I'm just not going to be connected to any old goddamn body. It gets hard for business that way and everything else. I got to go and respect him and the character that I have earned for my fucking self. Yeah. Oh, tonight's being brought to you by motherfucking 1800. All right. So if you know, yeah, tonight, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the mix. I'm straight up and tell them and fucking Sinaloa, I'm mixing tonight. So yeah, we're going to rap a bit. Cheers to y'all. Boss Chick 1 is in the room. Loving Me Some Visha's in the room. Lico Petite is in the room. Danielle Picasso's in the room. Welcome. Lady Richard Lee Jordan is in the room. Welcome, welcome. Let me see something. Oh, what are we talking about today? If you are just joining the room, the topic tonight is the mathematics of women when it comes to sex and relationship. The sub-question is this: accountability when it comes time to put childish things away. Thus saith the word. When we get older, we're supposed to put childish shit away. So the real fact is that when you grow up, where are you? How much anarchy have you caused? How much mess have you made? And how, let me put it this way. Okay. Let's say you meet a guy. Let's say you meet a man or you meet a woman, period. Whoever you are, whoever you're with, man or woman, you fall in love with the individual that you've met. This is the individual that you're with. But they have a past. But the past comes to visit you first without your present, meaning your chosen king or queen letting you know that, hey, I was a harlot, I was a player, I was a liar, I scammed, I robbed, I stole, I sold drugs, I did all this other shit without you being first to know from that individual. How would that make you feel? What would that do to your relationship? Because they didn't think enough of you, or excuse me, they didn't think enough of your bond to tell you, hey, this is who I was, but this is who I am today. And giving you the true opportunity to see who they are and to measure their growth, their true growth. This is what's missing from a lot of our relationships nowadays. Women are a helpmate. Okay, this is what someone said. I can see that, but the thing is, okay, helpmate, I'm your man. You helping me, right? But you find out I was scamming motherfuckers, robbing and doing all other kind of shit. But it came to you third party, fourth remove, meaning that a friend of your best girlfriend told your girlfriend, and your girlfriend told you that this is who you were dealing with, and you were already out there. Or, matter of fact, let's take it a step further. Your third or fourth friend from your girlfriend, your best girlfriend, told you that, or told your girlfriend that, hell, I was a woman beater. But you didn't find out until I smacked you up last night, smacked your teeth out of your mouth, and then boom. You still helping me? What I'm saying is basically this. Everyone has a past, but I truly believe that you should never be an unwilling participant. If it was before me and it didn't affect me, it ain't my business. You know what? You are the exception to the rule, Mia Moscato. That's not going to happen because I'm going to kill him, motherfucker. You know what? Hey, the only thing I can say is that sometimes, man, motherfuckers willing to die for their satisfaction. If smacking your teeth out of your mouth is what their satisfaction is, whether they're willing to go put the orange jumpsuit on or get stabbed up by you in their sleep or whatever the fuck it is, they're willing to check out of here like that. There are people that are willing to do that. Toyin Black said, hell no, 2 pistols on a motherfucking screen. Hell no. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, flip the script though. You have to look at it. Prime example. I'm going to deal with something and I'm a G. I don't give a fuck where I go. There was an incident that happened online. I don't do names, but there were some people that was dating some people, and there was another individual that brought up an incident that happened between some people, and this individual was projected as a pedophile for one. He was a woman beater for other, and he was a user in the other sense. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to put shit out like that, have all the fucking facts. Because what you do when you do that kind of thing is you set people up for failure. Now, being that this was projected for the male, you put that woman in danger. Because if you back certain people up to a corner, they're going to react in a certain way. Now, the individual that was putting it out, they knew who they are. I don't give a fuck. To me, he was a bitch. Because honestly, from where I come from, I ain't talking about what I'm doing. I'm going to do it. Ain't going to be no next time. If I hear about it, we ain't talking about it. I'm not putting it on this platform. It's going to be done. You understand? I'm not clout chasing. And that, to me, is some bullshit. And it doesn't do anyone any good, any justice. What I do understand about relationships, even when you deal with law enforcement, and I don't fuck with the law at all, is that they don't even like to come to domestics, because when domestics happen, usually they get hurt in the midst of trying to, what do they say? Apply the law. Because one is going to jump out in defense of the other, and usually they end up back together at the end of the day. I don't know what goes on in your bedroom. I don't know what goes on in the privacy of your home. It's none of my motherfucking business. These are conversations that you need to have prior to. Okay? So this is why you should be able to have that conversation. If you're locked in, motherfucker, I'm locked in. I'm going to tell you straight up, hey, bitch, look, this is what it is. Hey, I was scamming these motherfuckers. I was getting what I need to get, whatever the fuck it was, whatever you saw. Woo. That's who I was. This ain't who I am now. Can you accept me for who I am right now? I'm hardworking. I'm patient. I'm not doing that. And I'm going to give you what I got to add to what you got. And we're going to make what we got to happen. And certain plans got to be in place to make other shit happen. But hey, man, there's going to be some shortcomings until I can get where I need to go, because I don't have that expendable income because I'm not scamming or lying or stealing or robbing or doing whatever the fuck I was doing before. Boom. That is where it comes in to where you are ahead of the curve for when someone brings that bullshit to you to say, you know what, I already know. Someone said, okay, if they can't be true, if they can only be that transparent. There's a lot of people that can be that transparent, but can you accept the truth? People should be able to be transparent. Hell yeah, they should be. But the question is, can you handle that transparency? That's the issue. Yeah. People say it, but they can't. No one knows everybody else's secret. No one knows everybody's secrets. But the ones that are accessible, if you're locking in with somebody, those are the ones that should be told. The ones that's going to come and roost on your doorstep like a fucking chicken, like a rooster. Those are the ones that should be known. Think about it, man. There's 6 degrees of separation in the world. This is how small the world is. And the fact that the majority of you live in inner cities or tri-city areas, 9 times out of 10, you have fucked someone that someone knows that someone knows. So why not lay that shit on the table so that way you have an understanding? Even if you can say, hey, look, you know what? I used to fuck Sid at a temporary moment of insanity, and I did that shit for whatever it was. But because it happened, and I love you enough to tell you that, look, you will not be walking around with a fucking target on your back. And vice versa. Nigga, I used to fuck Sue. I used to fuck the fucking line out of her ass. And she used to do whatever I needed her to do. You know, not to say you get that in depth with who you with at the point in time, but you don't want to paint that picture. But at the same time, you don't want to ever have her in a position where your woman is in a room with people who know you used to fuck Sue. The lining out of her. And your woman's the last to know. That's going to be bad for you, homie. That's a motherfucking Al Green grits in the middle of the night on your ass because you left her out there when you should have shared that shit. The worst thing you can do to a woman is to put her in a position where she doesn't know and another female is able to approach her and tell her something about you. The key is to not make an individual an unwilling participant in any of your bullshit, past or present. And this is on both parts. Never have her looking crazy. Man, come on, say it again. Say it again. That's the key. One thing I do know about women is that they understand we as men, black men, we are not perfect. We will never be perfect. Regardless of what we earn, what we make, what we take care of, what we do, we will never be perfect. And anything that resembles perfection garners desire. You got to read the book. I've traveled with a lot of motherfuckers, and I'm going to tell you something. Jordan was one. Turn down pussy on a regular. Hear me. Can't do it anything else. Ernie Bickerstaff. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing I can't back up. And motherfucker, I got fucking documentation. I got checks and receipts. Turn down regularly. Hear me? Ain't gonna ever get 100%. Hurt is a different type of energy than anger. Speak. Yeah, I'm gonna speak. But the point is, do you allow someone else to tell your woman or your man, or do you go tell them first? So that way you can prepare. You know what? As a man, if you telling me, hey, you know what? I got a work husband, or I had a work husband, it happened. That's what it is. Yeah, I'll be mad. I might tear our motherfucking house down. I might burn that bitch up. But at the same time, at least he didn't tell me. At least my friends didn't tell me first. You came and told me first. You respected me enough to cover me. People can say all they want about, I don't give a fuck about what people say. It's bullshit. When people have one up on you about your personal life, it fucks with you. It can fuck you up. Regardless of how you moving. The key is that I knew first. So when you come talk to me, I have the option to say, man, you ain't telling me something new. Fuck that shit. In September, we wasn't even together. We were separated. I was in a different house. She was in a different house. Even though that may not have been the truth, it gives me the option to defend myself. And I'm not looking there, sitting there looking all stupid and vice versa. She's not looking stupid. Lo and behold, she may come home tonight and scratch your motherfucking eyes out, but it gave her the position to defend herself and defend herself in a position that she can believe to ward off those who pray for her downfall because she's happy with you. Listen to me. Been there, done it. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say this again. To a lot of you motherfuckers out here, you don't know me, but those that think they know me, you have no fucking idea. For those that encounter me, man, my life has been like a kaleidoscope in technicolor. I've been blessed to see a lot of shit that I've seen and do a lot of shit that I've done. And man, I'm only speaking from experience, man. On some man shit. Man respect man. I'm a motherfucking man. I'm going to go out here once, and that's all I'm going to go. I'm never going to go down and die on my knees every day for nothing or no motherfucking body. So understand this game that I'm giving you. This is pimping for free. Free 99. God damn it. There's some double standards. Everyone doesn't play by the rules that you're talking about. You know what? That is garnered on the character that they have built for themselves. Period. God damn it. I want to tell you where to fuck my ass at all times. If I'm fucking with somebody else, I'm going to let you know, yeah, bitch, it is what it is. You got to deal with it or not. That's it. Period. I'm not going to do anything else because it takes too much energy, especially at my motherfucking age right now. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I ain't got that kind of time. I'm not here to oppress no motherfucking body. If shit you want to fuck with me, I'm fucking with you. We're going to have the parameters in which we fucking with each other laid out. If we on some Cyndi Lauper shit, we're going to have motherfucking fun because that's what girls like to do. Girls like to have fun, so do guys, and that's what we doing. If we on some real shit, we locked in, motherfucker, we on some LTD shit. Grown shit. You hear me? You see the gray in my motherfucking beard? I want to shave this shit off and dye, do all kinds of shit. The gray in my, it's some shit I want to do. But I can't duck the wreck. Age is what it is. And I'm not 22 no more. I'm not 25 no more. I'm beyond a half 100. And if Jesus is Terry and I see another motherfucking 25 years, I ain't doing no stress. And I'm nor am I rewarding any bad behavior from a motherfucker that I'm supposed to be locked in with. Not doing it. I ain't no poop butt. I'm going to pay my motherfucking way. But at the same time, bitch, you got to get it in order. Yeah. But a lot of people out here playing, man, they pump faking. But at the same time, man, when you talk about growth in life and building your legacy and introducing people to your family, your kids, your grandkids, your children, so on and so forth, and your mama, who want to bring a whore into their house? You pay a whore to leave, not to stay. That's in every aspect of life. Now, I posed a question on Cocktails and Conversation the other night, right? As a woman, at the end of the day, when you finally decide to get serious with a man, what the fuck can you give him that's special? When you say, when I say special, meaning the man you want to say, I do, and get your red and white AARP card with, what can you give him that you have not given to another man? But the flip side to the question is that what can a man give you that he's not given to another woman? What's that special, that dear? Okay? Because you got to understand, retrospectively in the conversation, you lay there and you giving a motherfucker missionary all night. Motherfucker ask you for special attention. You tell him, you better, like Brandon Mack said, you better ask your mama to. You feel me? And he's not supposed to feel some kind of way about you, but the script, the same thing. Man ain't gonna give you no special attention if he don't trust you. Aha. The key to this aspect is trust. Motherfucker don't trust you. He can't trust himself because he does so much fucked up ass shit. So no, he not gonna jump in with you in the bed and in life and whatever else. Yeah. If you're just joining the room, the topic of the night is the mathematics of women when it comes to sex and relations. The subtopic is accountability when it comes to, well, it comes time to put childish things away. There's some double standards. Everyone doesn't play by the rules that you are talking about. The salt and pepper is sophisticated. Okay, I received that. So, with that said and done, man, you know, it's a shame that most people feel that they can do whatever they want to do when they want to do it and then think it's going to affect them. Let me say this to you. Karma is a motherfucker. You can do all kinds of bullshit to people. It's going to come and visit you. It's going to come and visit you in a time when you're not willing to sacrifice things of your personal self, your mental self, your spiritual self. Okay? It's going to come visit. Matter of fact, you know what? The Young Boys song, what is it? Young Blue and Drake. Flip that shit. How many times you been out with somebody as a woman? I'm speaking to you women. How many times you been out with some man and he hugs some woman and the woman look at you, hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And at the same time, it's some bitch you used to fuck. Now put that shoe and that hat, as Bob Marley said, the cap fit, wear it, that you've done that to a male or a man that you were with. This is the world we live in. It's the world we living in. The thing is, how honest can you be about your mistakes? You make mistakes, fuck it, live with it. Fuck it, own that shit. Nigga, hey, you know what? Hey, man, before you, shit, I was out here. I was out here. I was doing me. I ain't give a fuck. I think it would garner more respect than somebody finding out or letting your past come and visit them and tell them about who the fuck you were. You feel me? You know? Yeah. That's brass tacks. Now, let me say this. I really appreciate the fact that y'all chose to be on here tonight. And I hope y'all have drawn something for it. You know what I'm saying? And all that y'all doing. You know, guard your hearts and minds and shit. And do the best that you can do to make sure that you have what you need to have. And those that are around you have what you need to have or they need to have. And yeah. Oh. By the way, I got a dock party coming up sometime soon, man. We just got a little business we're going to do. And it's in the DC area. So, yeah, I'll probably be reaching out to y'all and sending y'all the invite, show y'all punk asses up. And, yeah, I'll be probably more than like the broadcasting live from there. And we'll get it in. But in the meantime, this is what y'all can do. Get the fuck off my line.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
I had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.